Hey everybody, welcome back. So, hey, this is what happens when you tear your bicep, and well, got to go in for surgery and all the other very exciting things. But it allows me to wear one of my favorite shirts, Awesome Sauce, from Dan Golden, who gave me that a while ago because it's one of my favorite statements of great things to say. So let's get on with the show. So here's the funny thing. So will interest rates hit 8%? That is a really great question. There is a probability that it will happen. It's very slim, but it's probable. Today we were bobbling around and hit up close to the sevens and crested over the sevens in some capacities. So with that, will we see some of the pullback, or are the Feds going to remain to be aggressive with their increasing rates? Now, remember, the Feds have no control over mortgage rates, but they do have an effect on mortgage rates. And that's super important to understand and to differentiate. You need to watch your 10-year treasuries, watch your mortgage-backed securities. In other words, even though they're not a guarantee, if they say, hey, the 10-year treasuries they went up today by 50 basis points or half a point, okay, well, mortgage rates more than likely went up with it because the two follow each other very, very closely. All right, so let's remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, here's the thing. By telling us that you like this, it tells us that what we're doing is, well, we're doing a good job providing you real-time information in the Puget Sound area, which is the goal and the only area that we do. We don't do national market updates, only here locally. So let us know you like it, subscribe, share the information, which is super cool. All right, so let's take a look at some basic market information. Our running 7-day average, you can see here, 1,041 homes came on market. We had 1,226 that went pended, and then we had 1,019 that actually went and sold. Now, this is all Friday numbers, which is, gives us a grid, a consistent metric to look at. But understand, when we talk about, pended versus coming on market, okay, there were 563 homes that the price reduced, and good for those folks for recognizing that the market was clearly saying no to them. That's super awesome. We also saw a number of homes coming back on market, meaning that a seller lost their buyer. Again, for a buyer, it's a great opportunity. For the sellers, sorry about that. But here's the thing. Since the middle of October, we have been drawing down our inventory. And when we talk about drawing down inventory, we're talking about over here on the bottom left-hand side, the light green, as you can see, is nowhere near as high as it even was last year, which again was lower than what it has been historically. We have seen historic super low numbers. In other words, where we have been drawing down inventory every single week, we're down on the residential side. We're down to 1.3 months of inventory again. And that is getting way too low. A balanced market is considered 4 to 6 months of inventory. And you're going to see a chart here in a little bit just on King County alone. And as you can see, the chart on the right, those are the mortgage rates since about the 1980s as they kind of bobble around. As you see, they peaked and they came back down. And then, our fixed rate without any adjustments, 7.37 on the left-hand side. Part of this is driving an inventory issue, which has been giving and propping up price support for our area. In fact, we've seen a 1.4 appreciation month over month. I'm going to show you some funny numbers here in a little bit. Well, they're not that funny. But anyway, you can see just on active inventory, we are 21,000 homes below where we should be at. We should be far more than where we're at, and we are not. And so even though the other numbers, as far as the number of solds, the number of pended homes actually available, are also suffering because 21,000 homes, that's a third of where we're supposed to be at. We have 10,000 homes only because we had a big bump on Friday, which is normal. Otherwise, we should be at 18 to 22,000 homes. we're at half that. So that's a tough nut to work with. Now, when we take a look at this number here, you can see, and again, we're just only dealing with King County on this one. We have the other charts, but this was one that kind of gives you it gives you an idea of what to expect, because Matthew Gardner, super smart guy out of Windermere. He's their lead economist, super nice guy. Anyway, he made the comment. He says, "Hey, listen, you know what? July active listings in the Tri-County, King, Pierce, Snohomish County, okay, were fewer than in July on record, except for the pandemic year. The pandemic year, we only had a couple of thousand. The anomalous, those are your outliers. Whoop, you just get rid of them, right? Statistics, get rid of your low one, your high one, you keep what's in the middle. Anyway, we got rid of those. But I agree, historic low numbers. And as you can see on the second paragraph there, look, we were at 897 for a median price and 890 last year. So we have continued that upward trend. We got 1.3 months of inventory, which is horrific. Now, we talked about some funny numbers. Look at this. You have builders that are offering major incentives, fixed rates at 5.49. You've got some other folks that are offering different incentives, whether it's closing costs or rate buy down. But note, no price changes. If you want to know how to get these kinds of deals and get these kinds of even more incentives than what they're showing here, hey, give my team a call. They'll tell you exactly how to do it and which plots are offering the best programs. By the way, these are all in Pierce, King, and Snohomish County. Great communities. Anyway, and very reputable builders. Okay, moving on. Here's what we're talking about. Take a look at this. We are up 28% as far as actual pended year over year, or I should say year to date, year over year, which is a fabulous number because it is the new construction, which has really stepped up to offer more homes because our inventory is so limited for, well, reasons of nobody wants to trade their 3 and 4% mortgage in for a 7% mortgage. There's no upside for that. That's not exciting. So they're holding off. Not all of them, but enough of them are holding off. When we take a look at what Harvard has to say, Harvard is saying, look, here's a big problem. We have no starter new construction homes. None. Why? It says right here, because of the cost of land, because of labor costs, limited availability, the regulatory barriers, which is no joke when you take a look at some of these major cities that take years to get plats done when it should take only months. And well, I'm not going to get on that soapbox. But anyway, look, we've lost our entry level for new construction for a lot of home buyers. It is the death. Like last week was death of the first-time home buyer. Here we have death of the entry-level new construction home. And here's the challenge. When you start taking a look at what the cost factor is for getting in as a new home buyer, look, it's brutal. And I get that. But there are alternatives. There are different ways to make this happen. The biggest one is, will we actually have an 8% mortgage? I think there's a 50-50 chance that that's actually going to happen. I think it'll be short-lived. Again, I still believe that in Q4, fourth quarter of this year, we're going to start to see some of those mortgage rates come down. In 2024, we're going to see some of those mortgage rates come down, even though we've got on the commercial real estate side, CRE, on the commercial real estate side, we only have a couple $100 billion that are being refinanced, but next year and the following year, each have about $1 trillion worth of commercial real estate that needs to be refinanced. And that is what might turn some of our banking industry upside down. So keep that in mind. Take a look at what's going on. Make sure that you have an open mind as to what is going on. And if you have questions, ask them. We love questions. And we get back to you in 30 minutes, except for on Sunday. And, well, part of last week I was a little slow, but I think I got a good reason. Anyway, with that, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Smash that subscribe button. Make sure that you get in there. Let us know that you like what you see. Make sure that you ask your questions. In the meantime, I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care.